Last year, on November 29th, the newest member of the F/A-18 strike fighter family, the E&F Super Hornet, took off on its maiden flight. As it lifted off from St. Louis's Lambert International Airport, it signaled the start of a new era in naval aviation. And it embodies a totally different approach to the way we develop and manufacture fighter planes. The first flight of a new aircraft is an exciting event. Not only is it the culmination of years of effort, but it answers that nagging question, will the airplane fly? And, according to F/A-18 program manager Mike Sears, the E&F's first flight was an important moment in a program critical to McDonnell Douglas and the U.S. Navy.
Flying the airplane, we all know, is an extremely important event. I mean, it signifies a coming together of all the things we've been working on since 1991. It's also obviously important for us as a company. It's a major piece of our business, and it's one that we need to perform well on in order for us to maintain the health of the company and the corporation. The reason this airplane is so important is that without it, there is no naval aviation. Our customer knows that. We know that. This airplane program is about the United States Navy.
Captain Joe Dyer is the Navy's F/A-18 program manager. He's both an experienced pilot and business manager who led the team that developed the concept for the E&F. Captain Dyer has worked very closely with McDonnell Douglas to help ensure a smooth-running program and to see that the Navy gets the airplane it needs.
Well, the E&F is many things, I think. First of all, it's the horse that our Navy is going to ride into the next century. It's a strike fighter that I would tell you has wider bandwidth on both ends. It does more in both directions, both as a fighter and as an attack plane. It's going to go farther, something that we've wanted for a long time in our Navy. In the interdiction loads, we think it's going to go in excess of 40 to 50% farther than CD with equivalent loads. And very, very importantly for a carrier airplane, it will have what we call bring back. Bring back is a term dear to every naval aviator's heart because it's that combination of fuel and weapons that you can have when you arrive at the back end of the ship in preparation for landing. Weapons are becoming more expensive. We sure can't throw them away. If we don't use them, we have to bring them back today. As the weight of the airplane has grown over time, for carrier suitability purposes, we've eroded the fuel that a pilot has on board when he shows up at the back of the ship. That ups your heart rate. One of the things we're going to do with EF is get that back. 2 additional wing stations on the F-18 EF, 1,000 pounds carriage roughly. We've always known that more is better in terms of carriage capability, but the ability to get HARM missiles outboard and provide your self-escort in terms of defense suppression is going to be an important force multiplier for this airplane.
In addition to carrying more payload over longer ranges, the E&F will be more survivable. Its radar cross-section has been reduced, and it carries new electronic countermeasures and fire suppression systems. New design concepts make its more powerful engines damage tolerant. They'll be safer, more reliable, and easier to maintain in the fleet. There's also a better use of the cockpit's limited real estate. It has a new up-front display and makes generous use of color to help pilots monitor systems and classify threats. And the airplane has room for growth in avionics, power, and cooling systems. If required, it can take a new active array radar, and there's room to bring its forward-looking infrared systems internal. According to Captain Dyer, the E&F will not only have 40 years of life, it's going to have 40 years of growth. And on the program management side, Captain Dyer's also enthusiastic about the Navy McDonnell Douglas team that has guided the E&F's development.
We're off on a good road. We've built the best government industry team I think we've ever had. I think we're all coming together on this program better than we have ever done before, certainly in the Navy, and I would have to believe within the Department of Defense.
What I find unique about this, really unique about this, is for the first time that I can remember anyway, You have a customer and a company that are absolutely joined with the same strategic objective, a successful program. And I think that it really exemplifies this. Do you have a common vision? Do you have a shared destiny? The power of having that kind of answer be yes is really what we've got in the F-18 program.
What Mike and I call performance to plan, which is pretty simple, really. It's as a function of time, what have we planned to accomplish? How much money have we planned to spend? What have we really accomplished, and how much time has really gone by, or how much have we progressed the design? Taking that simple concept and flowing it down the work breakdown structure via integrated program teams made a profound difference. I wish you listeners could have been at the CDR for this airplane. It was, we believe, the best in history. You would have heard level 5 team leaders stand up at the beginning of their presentation say, this is our performance to plan. This is how much money we spent vis-a-vis our budget. This is where we are on the schedule. This is our technical performance. Both the company and the Navy recognize that never before have we talked about cost at the 5th level of indenture. And that's making such an important difference in terms of allowing us to deliver this airplane within the congressional cap.